Good morning, this is Alamon, and welcome to Star Wars Rebellion. First of all, just to get this out of the way, I have the game soundtrack turned off because of copyright reasons, so we're just going to use the EU4 soundtrack. The previous episode had C-3PO's lengthy briefing. This game is grand strategy. It actually works quite a bit like a Paradox title in that it is real-time. It uses, a time ticker thing here. Unfortunately, you cannot play the game while it's paused. You have to be on the very slow setting at a minimum in order to play the game, which is why I have it paused right now. But, yeah, we're going to jump in. We're playing as the Alliance. Well, I said all this in the introduction video. I don't have to go through it again. Let's do it. So I have it on very slow right now. So, Sumitra section, what do we have here? We have no production facilities on Yavin at all. There are map modes to tell me what's where, but rather than using the map modes, I'd rather just go through one at a time. So we have two facility constructors there. That's nice. That means they can build a little bit faster. Sorry to do this. I feel like this is just a little too loud on the sound effects. Where do I hit to get back to my... This, I think. Little dangerous there. Alright, Balmora has a shipyard, okay, and actually no fleet.
Please consult the advice I have prepared for you.
A little bit of fighter squadrons. I don't really care about the advice. If I can make that silent, that'd be great. Actually, that's very interesting. Wait, Balmora was the one that has... Yeah, it's right next to Coruscant. That's not so great. The setups are randomized. So it looks like we have one shipyard and two construction... whatever we call this, facility constructors. So how do we want to start? Let's see, do we have a long wing recon team thing? No, it doesn't look like it. How about on Yavin? I forget where they even show up. There is a search thing, so not fleet finder... Not troop finder, probably. I think it's called long something. Ah, here we go. So Bilbrigi, long probe. Oh, this is annoying. This is actually in a core sector. Hold on. Sorry, so then the Farfin sector, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to move you to Vortex, which will take 28 days. That's not great, but we'll live. This is the place that has all the facility constructors. Yes, it is. So basically, one of the easiest ways to expand is to colonize. And you do that by first using your long probe Y-wing to go to a planet and recon. And then you drop some troops on it. So let's see, do we have... Yeah, we have one medium transport that can hold 2 troops. Yes, so we can colonize. They don't know where our base is right now, so I don't need to keep a garrison here. It'd be very risky not to have one, but I'd rather colonize. So that is what we will focus on. So let's take a look at these folks. Is it status it tells you? Yes, so he is terrible at diplomacy. Actually, let me see, what can you do? You can do troop training... R&D. We don't actually have any troop training facilities yet, but we'll get you started on that as soon as we do have some troop training. Talus has nobody. Balmora has nobody. So it looks like everybody's pretty much on Yavin here. I don't mean to have that in the sidebar there. Han Solo has a special ability. People with him travel considerably faster than normal, and he does too, because he has the Millennium Falcon. I think that's something that's kind of under-reported in the game, but yeah, it is true. Luke is still a Force trainee. I forget how you get him to start leveling up. But Leia has great diplomacy. Tell you what, let's send them to the... Oh, Farfin's over here. Let's send you two to the Farfin sector. Yeah, so it'll just... Actually, we'll send more people than that. We'll send... Let's just send everybody. Including the infiltrators, even. So they're all going to be... Interesting. Is it because I selected the infiltrators? Let's see. Because it was 17 a moment ago. Yeah, that's good to know. That's good to know. So the Millennium Falcon only works when you only have unique characters, not like special forces. Alright, so the reason I'm doing moves instead of just sending them on missions is when you cancel a mission, they go back to where you sent them from, and I don't want them going back to Yavin. Yavin's probably going to be attacked. We don't really want that. Yeah, bulk cruisers are pretty useless. They can't store any fighters or any troops, and they're bad at fighting. So I'm tempted just to scrap that, but right now we probably should hold on to all the ships we can keep. Alright, we don't have anyone who can hold troops over here. Again, thinking in terms of the colonization efforts. Just a medium transport. Okay, so actually it would be good to send you... 79 days, that's a long haul across the galaxy. But we'll send you there. And here... It's a shame we don't have much protecting this planet. I mean, well, okay, we do have a shield and a few of these batteries here, so they would have a hard time assaulting us right now. But still, this is a very precarious situation there. Alright, I'm losing valuable days. We're on day 4. So let me think. What do I want to do? Well, first thing we'll do is we build another construction yard on this planet. Unfortunately, you can't really queue up beyond that. You can, say, build, you know, X number of this item, but you can't queue up items below it in the inventory, or not the inventory, in the queue. There is no queue. So we'll get that going. Back on Balmora, let's just get some fighters on the go because they're fairly cheap. Let's make 2 X-Wing squadrons. Now, the way that fighters work in this game is you can move them from planet to planet just naked, just by themselves, but they cannot hyperspace to attack an enemy planet by themselves. They need to be carried by a carrier, and I think we had one... Oh, I thought it was on Talus. Here we go. Escort carrier. This holds 6 fighters. So that's the only way you can bring fighters into a battle, is to have ships capable of carrying those fighters. And you only have 1 squadron of X-Wings and 1 squadron of Y-Wings, which is not so much, but of course this is beginning of the game. I think I've actually done as much production as I can for right now. Okay, so that's options. F1 is options. F2, planetary system. F3, fleet, troop, personnel. Encyclopedia is F7. And that's what all these things are, yes. Here is our map modes. So here we go. Here we can see... So yeah, we have no training facilities whatsoever. That's unfortunate. Let's go back to loyalty and popular support. I think we just kind of have to sit tight until this is done, which will be when? So 25, day 25. And we have to wait for you guys to arrive here before we can start doing diplomacy to, because this is the other way to bring planets into your sphere of influence. Have them join the rebellion is to use diplomacy missions. So you'll get there day 20. So let's just hurry up to day 20. I should probably be consolidating my fleets more. I'm a little worried about that, because the Empire does start out quite a bit stronger than the Rebellion. Alright, they have arrived.
There is a message from Captain Solo.
You have pretty bad diplomacy, yeah, you do. But let's just combine you with Leia. All these guys are actually leaning more toward the Empire than toward us. I'm going to start people on diplomacy. Luke is capable. Jandodana, I think, is capable. Yes, he is. I don't think Wedge is. No, not really. And Chewie, I doubt it. Yeah. Well, we'll send you two together to a place that is not important.
Right away.
Alright, so we have diplomats going. I think this is a good time for me to talk a little bit about what all this stuff here means. So the top row is, yeah, it says energy consumption. So this says how many buildings you can build on a planet, whether they are constructor things or shipyards, training facilities, construction yards, refineries, and mines. And I think it also includes your planetary shields and your planetary batteries as well. So generally speaking, you want planets with lots of energy consumption. The other thing is how many mines you can possibly have on the planet. And this tends not to be as important as the energy consumption. But, you know, you do need to have mines and refineries as like your basic currency in the game. Your maintenance monitor also depends on how many mines and refineries you have. And this works kind of like a supply limit. So you need to have lots of mines and refineries to support a large army, regardless of how many resources you're actually spending. Alright, so those guys are all on diplomacy missions. You are building stuff there. So let's go back here. Long probe. We'll get there on day 30, yeah. Alright, so I need to decide what I'm going to build next from the construction yard here. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I will actually... I kind of hate to do this, but I will scrap a mine so that I can build yet another construction yard so that this place will build facilities even faster. $23, $24, $25. Build another... Oh no. Scrap first.
Has been received.
Okay. So now the long probe team will be there in just a couple days. Oh, I'm not using my Mothma yet. I should be. Let's do a confirmed move to a friendly planet there, and then we'll use her for diplomacy. That was a pretty big mistake. Okay, let's see. Construction yard deployed vortex. Yes. Let's also just clear that advice.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
X-Wing Squadron deployed, okay. So we're waiting for day 30 for that long probe R-Wing team. I forget if there are any hotkeys for that. Let's see, plus, minus, no. 1, 2, 3, no. How about shift, plus, nope. So it looks like this has to just be click, click, click. Here we go.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
Let's do some reconnaissance. We need to get some troop production facilities on the go pretty quickly, but we also need to do colonization, so we'll see. We'll see. So you guys are going to get there... I don't know how long the mission takes. I think it's instantaneous once they actually arrive. When will you arrive? Day 48, okay. So let's see. Day 34 is when the long probe Y-Wing reconnaissance team, or whatever it's called, will arrive.
There is a message from Master Luke.
Yeah, he's just going to give a diplomacy report. That's fine. I want to see how long this actually takes.
Captain Solo.
Okay, so it takes 4 days, it looks like.
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
You will finish day 41, and then we will... Oh, I forgot that... Yeah, okay. Well, 21 is not that great of diplomacy. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, okay, so we're using almost everyone that we have for some mission or other. Let's take a look at our mission, or our reports. Yes, please continue. That's what actually happens by default.
That didn't go very well.
I told you it was gonna work.
All right. Thank you. I'm sure that was all Leia's doing, but thank you regardless. Let's move that fleet so that we can start colonizing. Not that this is that great of a planet, but I just want to get things going. When will you get there? Day 42.
R2 indicates that a
There we go.
manufacturing message has been
So the way you
received.
colonize is you drop one regiment,
R2 says one of our agents is reporting in.
and then it really becomes your planet after you build a facility there. So I think we scrapped one mine earlier, so we're going to build one mine now. And we'll send our Y-Wing team on another reconnaissance mission. I wish I could be building more of those Y-Wing teams to make that go faster, but we don't have any troop training places because it's all randomized. Okay. Let's send this fleet over there, assuming that we want to colonize that. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes planets have such pathetic, energy counts or resource counts that you just don't even want to bother. What else is going on? So let's monitor these two sectors. Go on medium. Maybe have our message window up. Okay, good. Firo has joined. We could stay there and try to shore up the support even more, but it's going to be more effective for us right now to just keep targeting other planets. So you actually do have a troop training facility. Excellent, because we have... No, not that. Carlist Recon. Send you there to do troop training research, and that's just where you will be parked for the rest of the game, pretty much. And you are going to build lots of long probe recon teams. Let's just build 10 of them. Okay, what else do I need to be working on? We haven't yet finished scouting out Nenton.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has
Oh,
been
that's an
received.
excellent planet. 14 is the maximum.
R2 says
12
one
is
of our agents
incredible,
is
though.
reporting in.
These guys are going to take a little while to get home. When are you going to get there? Day 50, okay. Okay, Furrow, yeah, we already dealt with that. Balmora, where do I click to go there? This? Yes. But that's not what I want to see. I want to see the production interface. So we have 2 X-Wings here. I'm kind of conscious of the fact that this planet could be attacked at any time. We could build a Dreadnought. That would take forever, though. I think it's probably better if we keep making fighters. So the Y-Wings are good because they can attack capital ships very well. You're day 52, right? 51, okay. So keep this guy up first because he's day 50.
There is a message from the President.
I forget if I... Actually, let's test
There is
this
a
out.
message from Master Luke.
Can I just send you like that? No, I can't. I do need to
Units
drop you
can
from
only
orbit.
be deployed to a system we control.
That's what I thought. On Mothra arrives at Com, we do want to send her straight out. We'll send you to Biss.
Understood.
Very good. There we go.
There is a message from one of our fleets indicating it has dropped out of hyperspace and has arrived at its destination.
Now, there is actually a
How can I assist you?
production thing we can do.
I'm afraid we do not have the appropriate manufacturing
Okay.
facilities available.
So because we only have one place that can build facilities and it can't queue stuff up, we cannot queue something up that way. What's this? Fleet arrives at Ninten. Yes, yeah, we dealt with that already. Day 51, the long probe team is going to arrive back on Vortex. No, not confirm move. Wrong thing. Mission Elrude. Then we're going to have to deal with whatever fleet gets here. Put some troops on it.
R2 indicates that a manufacturing message has been received.
Alright, they're loaded up and ready for more colonization, so we will send them to Elrude now, assuming that we want to take that when the time comes.
R2 says one of our
Oh, this is
agents
actually...
reporting in.
I forgot, yeah. So it's not all going to be uncolonized? Yeah. Well, let's send a fleet to the next world. We don't need to work on diplomacy there necessarily, but... Oh, actually, you know what? You had somebody I could have sent for diplomacy. That'll be okay. We're just going to wait until... There we go. It's time to call this an episode, though. So we're still in the early game colonizing. Haven't gotten into any fighting yet, but we will get there. So good night, sleep tight. Let the Force... No, may the Force be with you. Bye-bye.